Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. So just about set, and starting this one, Yuri Perez. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. That one's in there. And the count 1-2. One out, bases empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs, bases empty. Ground ball to the right side. Stop. Over to first. And Seager is set down. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Brandon Pfaadt. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Whips it across, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Two outs, bases empty. Lamont Wade Jr. the next up for the Marlins. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. That's towards center. McCarthy settles under it. That is the inning. Marlins leave one. Scoreless after one. Game one of the National League Championship Series. And here is Ryan McMahon. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Here's Josh Naylor. Ground ball right side, could be two. The throw died at first, and both runners are safe.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman, he's got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
This is Corbin Carroll, and fouled off. First and second, no outs here in game one of the NLCS. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Got a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. That one fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 outs with a runner at third. Goes down looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Game one of the NLCS. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Blake Sabol. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one away. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. And up next for Miami, Taylor Ward. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
And there's 2 away. So digging in, Trey Sweeney.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
In the air out to center. McCarthy on the move. Makes a nice running catch. And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. No score. And we're back. Now, Gabriel Moreno. That one catches the zone, and that's strike two.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Next offering is downstairs.
2-2.
Slider misses outside. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Jordan Lawler. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Now fly ball to right center. Cruz settles underneath it, snags it for the second out. So the lineup flips over. Next to hit for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
In the air, right field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Runner at first with two away. Dairon Blanco will hit next. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for Miami, Dylan Cruz.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hit in the air, left field. Blanco makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. On the ground to third. McMahon whips it to first on the run. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
So a man at first. Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So here's Wade now.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Rojas on third. Stop at first. 2 out of the inning. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, 2 outs. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, M.J. Melendez. Hard hit right side. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Corey Seager. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
That one inside. Look out.
Count is full.
Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the NLCS. And that one popped in the air, left field. Ward under it. That's out number 2. And now it's Josh Naylor. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fair ball. Man at first, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Two outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Cruz pulls it down, and that is that. One left for the Diamondbacks. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Blake Sable. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that's outside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Here's a 1-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And up next for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. The shortstop takes the ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. And he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. On the ground to third. Here's Marte for 1. On the nailer, they get 2. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That clips the zone. 2-2 now.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
At the plate, Gabriel Moreno. One down, base is empty. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton
One
of
ball,
first
two
pitch
strikes.
strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now the DH, Jordan Lawler. 2 down, nobody on. That pitch gets the inside corner. Going to count 1-2.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
1-2 the count.
At the belt and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Lawler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now one
2-2.
missed. He goes down looking. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And at the plate for Miami, Max Schumann. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. The relay throw. He's in there.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brandon Pfaadt is done, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. Brant Herter comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now Bryson Stott. Hit hard, should be extra bases. 1 run's in. The 2nd run scores. It's 3-zip. A 2-run double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at 2nd, and he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, MJ Melendez. One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Gloves it on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he still gets the RBI, but that was a really nice play. Great athleticism. You get an out, and you take away the base hit.
And now for the Marlins, Blake Sable. And a ball and 2 strikes. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no one left. We're through 5. It's the Marlins 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jesus Tinoco.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Here comes Corey Seager. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Next offering is in for a strike. Two outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line. This one looks like trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So runner at second, 2 down. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Right side, hard hit. Stott over to first in time. 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Marlins 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, 1 away. And up next for Miami, Dylan Cruz. The 1-1. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard. Max Schumann, the next up for the Marlins. Runners at first and second with one gone.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit in the air left field. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. And there's two away. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Johan Rojas.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
This to third, McMahon. They take the force out number 3. So they strand a pair. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Marlins 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in Miami, now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. The Diamondbacks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-2.
And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a swing and a miss. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte.
It used to be when you see a 98-mile-per-hour fastball flash up there on the radar gun, you just automatically assumed it was a four-seamer. But you know, that guy's got one of the better ones in the sport. Now we're seeing 90s with nasty, crazy sink run involved as well. Right there, not only was he contending with the velocity of the pitch, but he swung right over the top of it because of all the movement on it as well.
The D-backs down by 4 here in the late stages of game 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
2 on, 1 out. Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. 2 on, 1 out. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. And there's the strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Carroll over at second. Moreno on at first with 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Flares it into the outfield. Nice grab. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're down 4-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gregory Soto. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Ball to strike. The pitch. Smoked into left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Runner takes off. Popped up. Blanco coming on. Nice grab on the run. One away. And next is the designated hitter, MJ Melendez.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Soto keeping an eye on him. Now he breaks his back. Fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
Here's the catcher to hit, Blake Sable. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Miami, but they're in front 4-0. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Jared Koenig.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The 1-1. This one popped up. Stop. Corrals it. One up, one down. Here's Siegs to the plate now. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away here in game 1 of the NLCS. That's hard hit on the line. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ward makes the catch, and that is that. New arm out of the bullpen, Trent Thornton. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That's to third, McMahon. Slings to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And the postseason success continues for him. And at the plate for Miami, Dylan Cruz. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Movement in the bullpen. Justin Martinez up and throwing. Sweeney leads off first with 1 away. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Marlins 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. The 2-1. Fouled off left side. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
He's 2 outs away. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hard on the ground to first. Wade takes it to the bag, and they're down to their last out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Koenig 1 strike away from securing game 1. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first, and what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.